This is the place that made me a dreamer. Just running down those streets, Skipworth Avenue, that's the street I grew up on. If it wasn't for this community, maybe I wouldn't be the dreamer that I was when I was 8 years old. I would come out and just think there was more to this. There's more to me.
It took an 18-hour drive.
No one had no idea I was coming.
For Alex Ortiz to reminisce in his hometown of 715 people.
I just wanted to come back to Crest, where my journey started.
Because that road trip is nothing compared to where he's going.
How are you supposed to feel when you realize that you've reached your goal?
It's a desire that began over 15 years ago.
What really sparked my interest in athletics was the 2000 Olympics. I had a really strong feeling that that's what I was supposed to do with my life.
But his favorite event was speed skating.
I had never ice skated in my life.
Even so, he began to chase his vision without the ice.
If you can see me behind me, City Hall, there's only that little bit of concrete. Me and my sister would come rollerblade on that concrete or do something active.
Those games ended after he watched the 2006 Olympics.
I was 16 and I had to make this happen. I was able to walk around this community with my clipboard and my idea. I want to go to the Olympics. I always had the Olympic dream. Within 2 weeks, I was able to raise $2,000.
Enough for him to begin at the Olympic Training Center in Milwaukee.
I remember driving and looking back at Crest when we're driving to the airport. Honestly, I really did shed a tear because it was such an emotional, very powerful thing for me.
A new chapter.
There's no turning back.
On an unfamiliar element.
I've never ice skated in my life. So many people would be just zoom around me, pass by me. It took me probably 6 months to learn, and then where I was good enough to post some good times.
But not good enough.
I got to that point where I missed the Vancouver Olympic trials by 2 seconds.
After nearly 10 years of training, Alex was at a crossroad.
It definitely was hard for me to tell my community. I actually decided to retire from athletics and then just decided to get a career in sports.
A job that would not compromise his goal.
I really felt like that Olympic journey was still in me.
And that trust.
I still had business to finish.
Led to this moment in 2014.
The Rio 2016 Olympic Committee invited me to apply for their volunteer program. The application process was a 2-year process.
Which was worth it.
They extended an invitation to see if I was interested in being involved with the USA House, being able to work with athletes and help them accomplish their dreams, because I personally knew what it was like for people to help me.
So before Alex left for Brazil, he had to come thank this little spot on the world map that pushed him to succeed.
Kind of a surreal feeling, honestly. I'm very prideful of where I come from.
And he can never truly drive away from his humble beginnings.
Whether you're from a city or whether from a town like Crest, Texas, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, you will have to fight for that vision. Maybe I won't be there as an athlete, but I can be there to actually make these games happen and be able to leave a legacy of Crest in Rio de Janeiro.
Ashlyn Tubbs.
We made it to the world stage.
KCBD News Channel 11.